That'd be amazing, though. We're back. My name is Luke, and joining me is Mr. Tyler. He's back.
I am back. What?
You're always back, though.
I was going to say, I'm always
You always
back.
come back.
And modeling. Of course, it's the beautiful Brett Eitzen.
Only beautiful
doing the
this
modeling.
week because I have a new shirt.
Listen, I don't disagree this week. I don't disagree this
For
week.
once.
Finally.
I don't disagree that shirt is beautiful.
It only took us 108
Eight.
episodes.
I'm not calling Brett beautiful. I'm calling that shirt beautiful. I need to be really specific.
Disclaimer.
Yeah,
There's an asterisk next to that.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, we have a merch store, which you can see right there. teespring.com/stores/whatthefanboy. Links in the description below.
Yes.
Got some cool shirts like this podcast shirt.
And you ordered that from
I
the
did.
site,
This
and
is
it got here.
And it did. It arrived.
It arrived.
So it works.
It works.
It does.
That's
I
good.
saw 2 of those shirts today.
Yeah, Stephanie, we got one for Steph too.
Nice.
Same color.
Yes.
Nice.
What other color
Yellow.
is available with the podcast?
For the podcast, I think there's a gray and a blue. There's a gray and a blue.
Nice.
For that one.
I'm a big fan of gray. It goes with anything except gray. I'm not a fan of the gray on gray guys. I'm not a fan of it.
It's fine.
Me either.
But gray and black works. So anyway,
What have you guys been up to this week?
oh, not much, but a lot. I always say not much, but I end up doing the most usually.
You always do the most.
Take it away, buddy. Take it away.
How much of that Destiny 2 did you grind?
Quite a bit, I think. I don't remember what I did last week.
He wasn't level capped last week, was he?
No.
Yeah.
You were still working through
You were
Osiris.
in like the 30s, I think.
Yeah.
You hit 50?
I'm at 50. Power level, I don't know.
Gonna help with those loot drops.
Is it over 500?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm about half, probably, I don't know, actually, but I'm in the middle of Forsaken. I'm going after all the bounty things to...
That was one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah.
I thought that was so much fun.
I got the
bounty system.
I got the
Yeah.
chick who rides the evil sparrow.
Oh, the...
the Mad Max one?
Yeah, I know so much about
I
this.
think it's is that the machinist?
the rider.
The rider. The rider.
And then I got the one with the fake loot drops.
Oh, the trickster.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the engrams that explode.
Listen, I
Exotic engram!
I never blew up. It said throw, and I was just like, okay. I didn't even know it was bad. I thought I just threw something. But it was so annoying. I could not figure out how to get past the first pile of them. And I was like, what the heck do I do? I kept picking them up. I kept shooting them. I kept throwing grenades. Turns out I was supposed to throw them above my head, and I didn't know that. It took me a long time to figure out. I felt really, really stupid.
I'm sorry about that.
But yeah, I've been doing strikes. Not with you guys, though. I have to play with the blueberries, and I hate
I'm
playing with
sorry.
people I don't know.
Blueberries are great.
They suck.
I keep saying we'll hop on and play.
I know.
Yeah.
Hunter offered to play with you.
Yeah, tonight. Probably tonight where I'm going to go to bed super early.
The one night you're not going to play.
Yeah. I got to edit this thing. I use that term loosely.
You mean put a stinger on at the front and make sure the end gets cut right?
Yes. Yes, that's it. And also write the time codes.
Oh, yeah. Time codes are...
But yeah, I'm still having a lot of fun with it. The grind is real in that game. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I wish I would have gotten it sooner, but I just liked making fun of Brett.
You can still make fun of Brett.
I will make fun of Brett.
Nothing's going to change there, let's be honest.
Let's see, what else did I do? I'm still watching Swamp Thing. There's one more episode left. I really enjoyed this last episode. I'm hoping it can end strong. Because it's it. It's all I'm getting. It's going to end on a cliffhanger, and I'm not going to like it.
Oh, that'd be sad.
Oh, that's definitely what's happening.
Save Swamp Thing. And then also watch the last episode of Young Justice. I talked about waiting until it's all out, but I'm not going to because it's just 20 minutes, real quick watch. And
Yeah.
That show is honestly, it's really dropping for me.
Uh.
It's way too political.
That's a bummer.
It's a kid show, and like the whole entire episode is surrounded by social media and hashtags. It's all they talk about. And then they're talking about like
Them kids are into
they're
the
talking
social
about
medias.
fake news, and they're talking about all this stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I get it. See it on Twitter every day. I don't need it in my kids' animated cartoon show.
Yeah, that's the part that bothers me about it is like we go to that stuff to get away from the real world problem.
And I'm not even saying don't address it. It's just it's so badly written, especially compared to the past 2 seasons, which are really well done. I don't know what's going on in this, especially the second half of the season.
That's a bummer.
Has nothing to do with the light. It has nothing to do with anything apocalypse. It's just hashtag we are all outsiders all the time. It's okay, yeah, I get it. Beast Boy's cool, yeah. He's an actor. And I watched The Boys. That's it.
You didn't do as much as I thought.
I know I didn't.
I'll pick it up here.
Do it.
I went to Kansas City for the weekend for a buddy of mine's bachelor party. Woo! Shout out Richie.
Congrats, Richie.
We went to a Royals game. That was a ton of fun. And then we went out. It was a good time.
How the Royals?
The Royals gave up a grand slam in the first inning.
Yes.
That we missed. We missed that part. But we did see him hit 2 other home runs, so that was pretty cool.
Go Yoles.
Yeah, I think they lost 10-1. It was awesome.
Well, listen, it's been an off couple years since we won the World Series.
Yeah, right.
Can't pay everybody.
Oh, now the Thunder are doing it. Oh my God.
Man, it's been my entire favorite teams my whole life. So that's kind of how it works for me. I played the Gears 5 Tech Test was open again this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I did get to play a little bit of that on Friday and last night, Sunday. Still really good. Still really enjoying it. They've added some new things, new challenges, things of that nature. It's really fun. I look forward to that game coming out. I cannot wait to dive in and see what all else they've created. But I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it this week. I started reading Mr. Miracle. That is a book to digest. It is very much about mental health. It is very much about death and loss. And it's pretty heavy. It's a tough read. There's a couple moments that I kind of got emotional reading it, and I haven't done that with a comic book before. So I highly recommend it if you're into any of those things. I don't want to say too much because it's really easy to start spoiling things in that book, but it deals with the new gods and apocalypse and their problems.
They've got a lot of problems.
Yeah. And if you're watching Young Justice, Forager is in it for about 3 panels.
Nice. Okay, so I've been watching Justice League Unlimited and Justice League, the animated shows. And there's the episode where they go to New Genesis, that's it. And Forager's one of the people down on the planets. Nothing
He's nothing like he is in Young Justice either.
He's an actual like alien bug.
Yep, that's what he is in
creature
this book too.
Yeah, and in that show, he's a dude. He looks like a guy. Yeah. Well, I don't know. He's wearing a mask, or at least I think it's a mask. But I realized that when I was watching that show, and I was like,
"Yeah,
what?"
Did he talk like Forager?
No, talked normal. He's like, "Hey, Batman."
Last thing I did, and this is kind of a big thing. It kind of piggybacks off of Destiny a little bit because it is a looter shooter. Episode 1 of the Division 2's DLC dropped for Year 1 pass holders.
Woo!
I'm one of those because I wanted to play early because I wasn't going to be there on launch weekend. So admittedly, I spent $100 so I could play it 3 days early. The episode 1 came with a new exploration area, which is very different than anything they've done in the past. Mm-hmm. You go to a college campus and you're trying to figure out what goes on there. And we were kind of talking while you were playing Destiny, and Destiny has like adventures in like their open free play areas. Now this one has investigations. So you like roll up to an area, like the first set of investigations is in the library.
Okay.
So you go in there and you activate an echo, and it pops up 3 different storylines or adventures to go, or investigations to complete.
Yeah.
And so I clicked on one where you're looking for the bad people's comms units, So then you're like going through the library looking for comms units, and they're like trying to kill you the whole time. It's pretty cool. So I thought that was cool. And then I played both of the new missions. One is more of like a stronghold and it's the zoo. It took me like an hour and 20 minutes.
Dang.
Because I soloed it.
Yeah, you did.
Because nobody else bought the year one pass.
Oh.
But I wanted to play it because I wanted to talk about it on here. And for the first time, the Division actually had like cutscenes.
Oh.
And I thought that was kind of cool because that game lends itself to... They do a poor job of telling story, but that environment lends itself really well to storytelling, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I look forward to the Netflix show. And then the other mission is you go out like in the woods to like this retreat. And the Division has always been like a corridor shooter in a city.
Okay.
So it's really cool to get out into the open. And I don't know if you saw the screenshot of the area. It's huge.
Yeah, and it looks super cool.
Yeah, it's like so different than anything they've done before. And I thought that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a Division 2 fan or you play the game and you're looking forward to their episode 1 drop, it's good. They added 2 new guns. Also really good. I really enjoy them. So I will still be playing that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I look forward to doing more of the investigations because I only did 1 because I wanted to do the mission so I could talk about them on here. But I'll definitely be jumping back in and trying that stuff out. In other news, waiting for Madden 20.
It's good to see that game have some decent legs on it. I mean, obviously the first Division just got way better with time.
Yeah.
Well, the Division 1 like tore its ACL a month into its release, and then like 6 months later it was like, we're still here and we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
So, it takes a little rehab. You get it going again.
Yeah, it's all good.
The Division 2 has definitely done a better job of staying relevant.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
You mentioned the cutscenes in Division 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to mention, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, for
Cutscenes,
Destiny.
loosely. Cutscenes, but
For Destiny, I guess, if you haven't played it. But that opening cutscene for Forsaken with Cade,
Oh, yeah.
that was legit.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And also, I think my favorite moment in any Destiny game is just when your character speaks. Holy crap, I did not see that coming.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it.
So
It's like, whoa! She spoke!
he's mine.
Yeah, that was good. That was cool.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that.
Fun fact.
You're
Cade.
the voice. No,
Cade in Forsaken is not voiced by Nathan Fillion.
he's not?
Nope.
Who is it?
That is
Peter Dinklage?
Nolan North doing a Nathan Fillion impression.
Holy crap. So where?
They just couldn't get him back, scheduling wise.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
Who's
Nolan
the voice
North.
of the ghost?
that's Nolan North.
Nolan North.
Okay.
So Nolan North came back to do a bunch of dialogue, and
Yeah.
they're like, "You're a really talented actor. What's your Nathan Fillion impression
Dude.
like?"
Close enough. We're going to roll.
Yeah.
Nolan North and Troy Baker got a absolute lockdown
On that industry,
on
my
the
gosh.
male side of the industry.
Yeah.
Yep. And then whoever I don't remember her name. The girl who plays she's in Horizon.
The girl who plays Aloy.
Yeah.
She's also in Borderlands.
Yeah.
She's Tiny Tina.
Yeah.
She's really good too.
Have you ever heard her Tiny Tina voice?
No, I didn't like Borderlands. Ah!
Oh, it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it either. Tiny Tina is, if you heard that and then heard Aloy, you'd be like, no way, that's the same person.
It just goes to show, and I always kind of want to emphasize this whenever there's something like The Lion King that comes out, which suffers from voice acting.
Voice acting.
Hire a freaking voice actor. They know what they're doing.
Get a professional. Yeah.
They train to manipulate their voice into not their own voice.
Right. So on the in my side of the Destiny universe this week, I played a
game?
lot of Destiny 2. My bad. Destiny 2.
There's a second one?
Yeah.
I thought it was called Forsaken.
So confusing.
They
There's so many games.
this past week has been the Iron Banner PvP Crucible event. So
Iron Banner's fun.
I
Luke.
played quite a bit of Iron Banner with my clanmates and
Listen, I'm waiting for somebody to give me a tour of Gambit Prime.
oh,
Or
dude.
something.
Dude,
I'm not jumping in on that on my own.
that is one we can schedule. 'cause
Gambit's
Gambit
awesome.
is so much fun. I thought when it was announced and I saw it, I was like, this sounds really confusing. And then I played it and I was like, this is really good. I want to do this all the time. Yeah, I'll play that with you.
Okay.
It's fun.
So other than watching The Boys and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I made Stephanie watch for the first time Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, man. I could hear your gif. Like I saw that, and I was like, mm-hmm.
So
Yup.
you posted that GIF,
Yes.
and it's funny you said that because I kind of thought that too, but it's not the first thought I had. Have you ever seen the black and chrome edition?
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the colored edition.
Sorry.
I don't. No, you're fine. I don't have a. I have a respect for black and white film, but there's just you can tell these days when films are shot. I mean, they're not shot for black and white, and I think the Chrome edition does a good job. A lot like Logan's black and white edition, Noir edition does a really good job. But there's just something when you've seen it in color, it's not. I don't know. Maybe if I saw it in black and white first, and then saw it in color, I would have a greater appreciation for it.
It's hard. I love
or
both.
not less. It's not less of appreciation. It's more of just a preference for it or enjoyment of it.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite movies, Fury Road. I love both versions. I prefer the color version too. Yeah, because for such a desolate movie, it's incredibly beautiful. Yeah. But like I love the bog scene in black and white.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's almost
like blue in the color version.
Yeah. It's like it's more eerie.
Yeah.
But like Chris prefers the black and chrome edition.
The only thing I don't really like about the normal edition, the colored edition, is how blue the night scenes are because fun fact, they shot that in day, overexposed, and then just recolored it. Which, don't get me wrong, lots of places shoot day for night, but I just think once you know that, it's super obvious. And then it's like, so I could really see. You're right. Like the black and white edition of any of those night scenes are really nice because you lose so much of that blue.
Yeah, I'd be really interested in setting up 2 TVs and watching them at the same time. Ooh, yeah. That way you can like compare and contrast what both the scenes are like. Because I mean, like when they're on the poles in the third act and they're swinging around and there's just explosions everywhere. Yeah. It looks and feels so much different in black and white. And it's weird. All it is it seems like such a small thing. It's like we're just gonna take out the color. I mean, and they like it's just not that. Like the colorist, the movie sometimes
really did work hard, and you can tell that it's not just a desaturize, right? Yeah. Like
I know George Miller when he made it, he wanted to release it in black and white, but WB's like,
no. That's not gonna make money. Sorry, George.
I don't watch black and white movies, George. Anyway, we'll talk about Mad Max later.
We will talk a little bit about Mad Max later. Real quick, Luke, you got some housekeeping? What should people do?
You should clean your room.
Well, okay.
Your mom would appreciate it.
You've done such a good job the last couple episodes.
Plugging our commentaries?
No, well, I was going to say just like make sure you like and subscribe and give us leave us a review.
And subscribe and give us a review.
This was an awful segue.
We're doing great, guys. We're doing great.
I feel like our lead-in
I'm better at
this
the end.
episode was so good. But now we've just completely butchered it.
We gotta flub it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep. We made it a lot further this time.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just glad nobody, right before I introduce us, who just goes,
I don't know
I didn't
what
do
you're
it this
talking
week.
about.
Next week, I was trying to get my notes pulled up, so you lucked out.
Next week, one of you is just going to be like, right before I say something.
So, you know what they should do, though?
What?
Take notice of the new lighting that you spent tons of time on, and we greatly appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it looks really
More
good.
visible.
Previously, we had like one light over here, one big light over here, and like
70% shadow behind us, and it looked really weird.
Whenever I'd cross the plane over to the camera, I'd get blinded a little bit, and then I'd get blinded as I go back to Brett and Tyler.
The game changer was the table sucking all the color out of the picture.
With our previous table, it was actually like
it worked.
It was like glass and a white top, and so all that light bounced and really lit us up nice.
But this table sucked all of the light out of the room.
But
it's way nicer.
It's nice. I like the curvature of the table.
And I like being able to sit with my legs open.
And not have anyone just staring down.
Luke and I's knees were always touching
me. Don't touch me. Oh my gosh.
So the other thing this week that happened was we had our listeners, viewers, vote on August's movie commentary.
That's what you were supposed
Yeah.
to plug.
Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We're figuring it out, guys. We're doing it live.
This month's winner was Edge of Tomorrow,
Yes.
which we have right here on the desk.
I will go watch that now.
Tyler needs to actually watch it before we comment on
Please
it.
don't kill me. I've never seen it.
It's okay. Lots of people didn't.
Yep.
And still's getting a sequel.
This is.
So,
Is
well,
That is probably in development hell.
I don't remember. I think I saw actually a pretty positive.
They're really
thing about it.
They're taking their time. Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise are both in. Doug Liman is in. I think they're just trying to kind of nail down the
Honestly,
script.
Isn't Lyman doing Chaos Walking?
That movie's in development.
Yes,
hell.
it is.
That one's gonna come out right after New Mutants. It's gonna be a free double feature. They're gonna be like, don't even buy a ticket to either one of these.
What a movie. Chaos Walking, great book series, by the way, if you're interested. With a great cast. The movie has an awesome cast. Tom Holland, Daisy Ridley, Mads Mikkelsen, one of the Jonas Brothers.
Nicholson's good.
I think
Which one?
Nick Jonas, I think. The one that's in
The
Jumanji.
one that acts.
Yeah, the one in Jumanji. He's in it. Like, it's got a great cast. All playing characters that I think are very appropriate for who they are, except for Daisy Ridley. She's kind of a weird fit. Anyways.
All that to say.
Yeah, that movie's not ever going to come out.
But yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. It's the best movie that nobody's seen, which is unfortunate. It just made no money at the box office. And it's more like, I'd say it's a high quality sci-fi action thriller.
Really high quality. Yeah.
It's really good. I'm really glad we get to watch it. But honestly, I'm just really excited to watch a movie with Emily Blunt with all of you guys.
Of course you are.
I secretly was really hoping for this one, even though Interstellar and Mad Max Fury Road, two of my favorite movies, were on the list.
Yeah.
But I
love
wanted
me
to
some
watch this
Mad
one.
Max. I was hoping it would win.
As soon as it didn't win, I was like, "All right, Stephanie, we're watching this."
That was like one of those movies.
If it had won, she would have just watched it with us when we did the commentary.
Yeah. Did she like it?
I honestly don't know. About halfway through, she was very confused.
So
You have to kind of watch and
Yeah.
pay attention for the
Yeah.
story. Otherwise, it's just a
it's not there.
car chase.
Yeah. So like, I got Dana to watch it because she loves Tom Hardy, and I was like, "You should watch this movie. It's really good." I can hear your clicks.
I'm sorry.
And I didn't expect Dana to like it because you guys know Dana. That's probably not a movie that she would ever watch in a million years.
No.
But I got her to watch it. And I remember I looked over when it ended and I was like, "So, what'd you think?" And she was like, "I need a Furiosa movie now." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, good.
We'll talk about that later.
So
Maybe we can just talk about that now.
I was really-
We could.
I was really shocked that she liked it.
section.
And then my brother didn't like it. So it's like,
Aw.
I'm gonna slap your brother's face.
It's not that he didn't like it. He was kind of like where Stephanie was. He was just like, it's weird and I'm kind of confused. I'm like, well, pay attention when you watch it. Maybe it'll make more sense.
Come on, Hunter.
I just typed and asked her.
I don't like your
Did
brother
you like
anymore."
Mad Max? And she gave me a thumbs up. If she writes more, I'll let you know.
Thanks.
But for now, it gets a thumbs up from Stephanie.
Just one though, not
No,
two.
Not two, just one.
But yeah, we're in the news. I guess we can talk about Mr. George Miller had a lot to say about Mad Max sequels.
You are welcome for that alley-oop. I kind of threw.
I really appreciate it.
It was like a wounded alley-oop. I apologize. So let's hear it.
So he was asked about the sequels and the Furiosa spinoff, and he said, "It seems to be pretty clear that it's going to happen."
Weren't they like recently talking about he was like location scouting or something?
Australian desert?
Yeah. I mean, obviously
Outback?
he knows where
Sorry.
he's going to do it, but
Yeah.
I saw something about him. He was out doing something in regards to that movie.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'll take any Mad Max sequel and Furiosa spinoff that they give me.
Yeah.
Any Mad Max related anything.
Have you seen the first three?
I've seen the first two.
Okay. The third one is so weird.
Third one's.
It's the worst one.
It's okay to skip that one.
I think you should watch it once, and then you.
I
can
think
start
I'm just
skipping
gonna
it.
Okay, that's fair.
all this like
It kind of explains the world, what happens.
Yeah.
well, all this talk about Mad Max has me wanting to watch them all. So I'll just start at the first one and watch them all again.
Do it.
Yep.
Except the third one will be a first time watch.
I own them all, so you can borrow them.
Okay. Are they on Blu-ray?
Mm-hmm.
Hooray.
I own Fury Road, but
Yeah. First ones. Did you watch that one in the Voodoo,
no.
or had you just seen it?
I had
Because that's
just
the
seen
only
it.
other one that's in the Voodoo for some reason. I don't know why.
I had just seen it. I hadn't.
Okay.
It's been forever.
Anyway, us over here having our own little personal conversation.
We are doing a podcast.
But what would you guys rather see first? A Mad Max sequel or the Furiosa? Me personally, I'd rather have the sequel, but that's just me.
I'd
want Furiosa to just be in it.
I don't care.
Just take whatever.
Just give me what any of them.
Yeah,
It's
I think
fine.
I'm probably there too. I'll probably.
I think Furiosa is more likely right now,
Mm-hmm.
based on the climate of Hollywood. I think that is a more likely and more viable option at the moment.
I don't know. I think I'd if I had to pick one, I think I'd pick Mad Max, because I feel like so much of Fury Road is a Furiosa story.
It is.
That it would be nice to get Max out into a new, slightly new setting. You know, obviously it's still
You better get that car back.
right.
You better get that car back.
I didn't pay attention. Did it get destroyed in the fight? I don't remember.
It gets destroyed at the beginning, doesn't it?
No, he's like the whole thing through the third act is that like Max wants his car back.
Man, I need to see this movie again. It's been like a week.
Other news. We got some trailers this week.
We got a lot of trailers this week.
Maybe I didn't get as many trailers as you got. I only have 3.
I have 6.
The one that's the most important though is
Jojo Rabbit?
Zombieland. I am. We'll talk about JoJo in a second. Zombieland.
Double tap.
I'm here for.
That's
Dude.
the only one I watched.
Okay, so I was
So excited.
I was very nervous. Still am. About this movie.
I feel a little better though.
I do feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm still worried it's gonna be like Dumb and Dumber 2, where it's just like, oh, this is stupid. It's not funny. It's just the same thing, and it's
They're trying too hard.
trying too
Yeah.
hard. And this is nonsense. But it kind of sold me when who is it? Is it Luke Perry and Thomas Middleditch show up at the end?
Oh.
And they're like they're Tallahassee and Columbus. I was dying while I was watching. I was like, this is too good. Like, that's really clever. So I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
Zombieland's a great movie.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm excited for it too. I'll laugh a lot. I know I will.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
So you want to talk about Jojo Rabbit now?
I didn't
Jojo
watch
Rabbit.
this trailer, but I saw there was a bunch of controversy about it.
I don't even know what to say.
This is one of those that you
What the?
you see it and you're like, what the? And then you see who it's by and you're like, what the?
You're like, you see who it's by and you're like, oh, I guess that explains a little bit, but what?
This is a Taika Waititi film. And
A little German boy who gets bullied and like sees
has an imaginary
Adolf
Hitler
Hitler?
friend.
What?
played by Taika Waititi. It's a satire
Yep.
in its full form.
You don't say.
It's a serious film.
I saw his like Twitter thing, and he was like, people were mad that he was playing Hitler, and he's like,
That's the only way this movie works.
He was like-
is if he plays
he
Hitler.
was like, yeah, those terrible Kiwi actors or something like. It was something he tweeted. It was so funny, and I was like, I should watch this trailer, but I just never got to it.
I thought it was a pretty funny trailer.
It's actually it's a really well put together trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It's Taika. Like, it's got to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will.
I'm not really worried that we're just seeing all of the funny parts.
Also, this world could probably use a little satire.
Yeah. Oh, the world needs to remember what satire is and how to digest it.
Yeah. Bring it on. I'm ready. Let's see. So I don't know if anybody watched this one. I don't know if anybody cares about it. Angel Has Fallen had a new trailer. Guilty pleasure series for me. None of the movies so far have been good, but I still enjoy them. And this one just looks so bad, and I can't wait to watch it, especially if Regal Unlimited. Are you guys gonna watch that with me or no?
I am. We talked about it when we saw the trailer before.
I don't remember
a movie that we saw together.
Probably.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it, and I hadn't seen the other ones, so.
Those aren't birds, they're drones. Okay.
No, yeah.
Thanks, Gerard.
Gerard. Your rise and fall was so rapid.
It was so fast.
He made 300. The Ugly Truth.
Gamer.
That one where he law-abiding citizen. After that, I don't know if I can name another movie he's done, except for the
Fallen series.
And
Geostorm.
Geostorm.
That one's a banger.
Did you ever see it?
No.
Me either.
I don't care about that movie. Might be a good watch, though, if it's as bad as it looks.
Might be a good commentary movie.
Ooh, yes. We got our first look at Jack Ryan season 2.
Yep. Yes.
So I just got Prime, so I haven't watched these Amazon shows, so I'm getting there. That's one on my list. I know Dana will watch it with me, too, because she likes Krasinski. So
It's really good. He's really good in it.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm really excited for that. I don't know what else to say.
I don't have anything else to say.
All
about
right,
that.
we're moving.
Long pause.
Next.
We got a second trailer for the already a classic and hasn't coming out yet. Ong Lee, Will Smith, Gemini.
Oh yeah.
Was this trailer bad?
Honestly, I think this movie kind of looks like a lot of fun.
I thought the first trailer for it looked awesome, personally.
I do not like what I see in these trailers.
When I watch it, I think I see cool action, and I'm like, okay. Also, it's Ong Lee,
So it's gonna be weird.
so I kind of trust him. He's made some good movies.
Yeah, it's not that he's made bad movies, but I don't. It's like all the ingredients look like when they're laid out on the table, like that should make a delicious pizza. And I'm looking into the oven as it's baking, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm seeing, but it doesn't look like the good pizza that I thought
Put it
it
in
would.
upside down.
So we'll see. I am reserving judgment, obviously, until I see it.
I'm the opposite. I'm kind of excited for it, and I'm fully expecting kind of to watch garbage.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm super interested in this movie, but I don't think it looks like a good movie. I think it looks like a fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
I just want to see Will Smith punch himself.
I want it to be fun. Nothing in the trailers has shown me fun. Like a bad, fun movie knows that it's bad. And I feel like this movie just thinks it's the most serious commentary of all time from the trailers.
I kind of picture now. I'm kind of just thinking like Edge of Tomorrow, the worst marketing campaign any movie has ever had. One of maybe my favorite sci-fi movies.
Yeah,
Could be one of those.
It could be like that. It could totally be like that.
It could be dumpster fire, trash, poop, crap. Like, you know,
What?
I don't know. Just thinking of the things
Negative
that
words.
would be bad.
Fair.
But I'll see it.
Yeah, I'll see this one, especially with Regal Unlimited.
Yes. Wait,
Was that our last trailer?
No. Sorry, I got one more.
I'm just teeing.
This
it
is
up.
You're the master
We're
of the
teasing.
tease.
He said it earlier too.
Yeah, I said it
know.
earlier. I kind of whispered it.
I didn't. I went for it.
It's a video game trailer for Control.
Yes.
Had a story trailer that came out
Dude,
today.
I don't need to watch anything on that. I know I'm getting it.
And there was also an IGN first 8-minute gameplay.
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
I have not seen that either. I need to watch it.
I'm a little reserved, honestly. It looked so repetitive.
Yeah.
It was bang, 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 bang. Force throw. Bang, 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 bang. Force throw.
Now,
8 minutes.
was this a IGN staffer who went there and played and has no idea how to actually play the game, or
Gosh,
is this
I hope so. Like,
because that happens.
I think the premise of the game looks really cool.
Uh-huh.
And it looks weird. And there's like people floating in spots, but like
Pennywise?
maybe. But
You'll float too.
But yeah, that IGN gameplay did not sell me in the slightest. The story
That's
trailer
a bummer.
was good though. I need better gameplay.
Do we have any more trailers?
Nope.
Okay. Well, since we talked about Pennywise, it was it was revealed today that
I don't like this.
what
I don't like this news.
Yeah, that was it hour and 15 or hour and 45 minutes of the movie was cut, and there's going to be a director's cut.
What?
Did you not hear about that?
I was thinking of different news.
I heard something different too.
What did you hear?
The movie's 2 hours and 45
minutes long.
I'm going to look at this article again, but I saw that there's going to be a director's cut because they cut so much of the movie.
Oh, I'm there for that.
Oh, and yeah, I did see that it was long too. That's right.
Like, that is insanely long for this kind of movie.
Yeah.
Now, based on what I know about the story, it doesn't surprise me that it pushes long. I can't believe at this point in time, this far out, we have a number nailed down like that. I mean, test screenings must have gone amazing for it to have a locked-in time code that long this far out.
Okay, so this is what I was confusing it with. The director's cut will be 4 hours.
Golly. I don't know if I need that in my life.
Because an hour and 15 was cut, and the runtime is 2 hours and 45 minutes.
And that's fine, and that doesn't necessarily surprise me.
In 2 sittings.
Movies get cut up all the time. If your rough cut is 4 hours though,
that's a lot.
it's a long movie.
Batman v Superman. Excuse me. I don't know what came over me. That movie was 4 hours long, got cut down to 3, cut down to 2.5. 2.5 hour version of that movie, I do not like. The 3 hour version is
Better.
good enough. And I don't know what could possibly have been taken out. But all I know is that I am too simple enough to understand what's going on in that movie.
At some point, a 4 hour movie,
Love it.
generally speaking, a 4 hour movie should just be either 2 movies or The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Or Lawrence of Arabia.
I was going to say, like, a movie
Yeah,
of that length is typically, like, an epic.
Yeah.
Like,
Not
It
horror.
Chapter 2 is a horror film. It is not an epic.
Like, could you just just go full capitalism here and just be like, we're actually breaking it into 2 movies, It
Yeah.
Chapter 2 and It Chapter 3, and you get all of the content in there.
Yeah.
Now, maybe the movie's not actually built to support that based on arcs and whatnot.
Well, not now, but it could have been
Right.
if they knew that they were going to run into this problem.
So we'll
But-
see.
Yeah.
Long story short,
Gosh darn it. That I don't know.
Who
I have
knows?
like the slightest concern in the back of my mind now.
That it's not going to be good.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think it'll be. I think
my
it'll be
fear
good.
I think
is-
it'll still be good, but that's too long of a horror movie.
my fear is that the hour and 45 or whatever that they cut,
15, yeah.
15 is probably that high level
Maybe,
world building stuff that's really weird.
maybe it's just like an hour of like the turtle.
The turtle.
and acid
I was
trip.
going to say the turtle is definitely going to be in the director's
And
cut.
like imagine
Yeah.
Yeah.
the wormhole 2001: A Space Odyssey atmosphere scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 4 times as long with a turtle and no baby.
Yeah.
Yep,
You should watch that movie, Tyler,
I should.
when it's in IMAX next time. I hope
should.
they release that again.
I know.
I'd see that tomorrow.
Can they do that like once every 2 years? That'd be great.
Can they just do that every 6 months?
I mean, I'd do that too, but
For the
You know,
people who
with the
may
intermission
not be able to
too.
go. Yeah, absolutely.
I could go see that movie every 6 months if I had Regal Unlimited.
What?
Well done.
see what I did there. So yeah, today, right?
Yeah.
I got the email today, so I assume
Yeah,
it
it was
was
announced
today. Regal Cinemas, who is the largest or second largest theater chain in the world, and now our kind of local chain. We have an AMC as well around here, but
We don't talk about that.
we don't talk about AMC.
We have 4 Regals and 1 AMC.
Poor AMC. But they announced their unlimited subscription plan.
Yeah.
This is their answer to Movie Pass, which
Is Movie Pass officially dead?
no, it still exists.
Really?
It's more like its original incarnation of like you can go see
3 movies a month.
movies a month, and it's $25, but there's still crazy blackouts and stuff like that.
Do you still have it?
No. Oh no, I got rid of it. I keep up on my new movie pass.
feel like it's been about a year.
Has it been?
Maybe. I don't remember when I got rid of it.
think it was fall.
I
feel
got
like
rid of it a
Oh no,
long
you're
time
right.
ago.
It was near the end of the summer. Because they started like at the beginning of the summer. They made a bunch of changes, and then we're like, "Whoa, pump the brakes!" I'm like, "I'll hold on for a little while longer."
Right before blockbuster season.
Right. Anyways, so they have 3 tiers, and the tiers have nothing to do with what you get to see. It's simply based on location. For instance, we are kind of in the $18 tier because of how tickets are priced around us.
So happy about that.
The bigger populations, East Coast, West Coast, it's just more expensive to go to movies there, so they have a higher base price for those theaters. So yeah, some deets. They have a 1-year initial sign up. Basically, they're locking you in for a year. You don't have to pay all of that up front, but you can't cancel. So you will pay the full year.
And then you'll forget to cancel it, and you'll pay for another full year.
Right.
Good job, Regal.
There's no limits on the number of movies or seeing movies multiple times. So
That's what I like.
Yeah, that's a
you can
that's
go
a huge
see
plus.
Hobbs and Shaw 6 times if you really want to.
I can.
Only if they go to space.
You also get 10% discount on most concessions, not alcoholic beverages.
And probably
stuff
not like the
that.
specials
Yeah.
that they do for each movie or whatever.
Right. I don't know how. Some of that stuff is kind of like, oh, well, we'll see.
It's a merchandising thing.
Yep. You have to pay. You still have to pay if you order on the app. So this is built. You don't get a physical card like Movie Pass. It's all just done through the Regal app. So typically when you reserve a seat online,
Keep talking.
you pay a convenience fee, right? And you still have to pay a convenience fee, but it's way reduced, like 50 cents now. I don't know why you just wouldn't make it free, but
I bet there'll
gotta make
be
those-
some changes that will happen 4, 5, 6 months into
Oh,
it.
for sure. And there are surcharges for premium format and premium seating, which does not surprise me at all. Basically, your $18 gets you into any standard 2D movie. I think excluding some of their special partnership things that they do, like events.
Like a Fathom event.
Right. Or...
It means we can't see the room for free when they do it.
and then if you have, like, if you want to go see it in Screen X or IMAX...
Or
Like, you'll have to
3D,
pay
yeah.
a surcharge, but you don't have to just buy that ticket.
Right.
You basically pay like $1.50 to $3 extra.
I'd
Depending
imagine
on
it'd
what
be
you're
like
seeing.
you pay the amount that would be cut off. So like if you're seeing a
Right.
IMAX movie, it's $13. Normal ticket would probably be
10.
$3.
So you're paying this
Yeah.
$3 difference.
That's what I assume.
Right.
And for
That's how I understand it.
for some people, probably all of us, that's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I've already signed up. So
I was signing up when we were at dinner and I stopped. But
I'll sign up tonight.
yeah, I'm going to sign up tonight as well.
I'm very excited.
We're going to use it tomorrow, hopefully.
I've missed Movie Pass because I was talking to you when we were eating. I was like, I would have gone and seen Alita again
yeah,
if I would have had Movie Pass. But I needed to save money to see other things because I don't going to see it for free.
right.
Now I can watch things again or see movies that I normally wouldn't see,
Yep.
which is
Super
really
nice.
nice.
Very
Something,
nice.
Brett, you didn't mention also
go.
is
I missed
that
it.
you get... So Regal gives you points.
Oh yeah,
Like you get 100 points per dollar.
How it works with your club card.
So $10 is 1,000 points, and you get like snacks, and you can get free tickets when you accumulate enough points.
You can even get real world stuff. You can
Yes,
post it
you
if
can.
want.
Yeah.
And so what they'll do is they'll still give you those points.
yeah.
Like, so you don't pay for a movie, but you're still going to get your ticket price worth of points.
Yeah.
Huge fan of that.
Yep.
Also,
I
you
still
get
get free popcorn. I don't even like popcorn. I just get it for my wife.
free large popcorn on your birthday
Mm-hmm.
instead of a small. Woo!
Too much popcorn.
All that popcorn for a week.
Yeah, right.
No, but yeah.
No, Brett
So,
literally takes it home.
I do, yeah. I bring it home, put it in the plastic bucket so it doesn't get stale. Little Ziploc.
And then we eat it during our movie commentaries.
Yep. Yeah, so Luke and I are going to use it tomorrow. We'll let you know how it works.
Hopefully I don't forget to sign up tonight.
Don't fall asleep.
Oh, I will.
Is that all our news this week?
I've got a couple more things.
I've got a couple, or one more thing.
What's yours? You go ahead.
Venom 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is weird.
Yeah,
I forgot about this.
Super weird choices on this.
So Venom 2, there are rumored to be 3 different directors kind of in the talks, final talks for directing this movie. You have Rupert Wyatt, Travis Knight, and Andy Serkis.
Travis Knight, do something not Venom 2. You're better than that. No offense. Not that like Andy Serkis isn't. Andy Serkis, I didn't see his apparently good movie called Breathe.
I haven't seen that either.
Apparently it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was
Alright.
kind of getting some Oscar buzz, but eventually there's just other things that were better. I didn't see Mowgli, which I think you did.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. If I was a director, I'd pass. I wouldn't want this under my belt. I mean, I really liked Bumblebee. I think Travis Knight should aim a little higher than Venom 2. That's just me. I hated Venom though. Like I hated that movie.
It's so just for me. It so
Who's
just
the first
depends
one?
on the
Rupert Wyatt.
What has he done? I can't remember.
Rise of the
Rise
Planet
of the Planet of the
Apes.
Apes is the
That
only
and he
big
did-
thing he's
he did
done.
Captive State. That
Okay.
wasn't very good, apparently.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
Rise is his biggest movie.
All right, Rupert Wyatt, you can take it.
All you, buddy. All you.
Yeah.
I do like Rise. That's a good movie. I do like that. I like that trilogy.
Yeah, I looked this up because I saw the short list and I was like,
Andy Serkis, what?
I was like, what?
Gollum is now directing the Venom movie.
He's gonna have an appearance.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna replace Tom Hardy as Venom. Still.
Maybe they actually get some decent mocap going on.
Just decent CGI. Make
How was it in Mowgli?
Oh, it was good. That's probably the best thing about it was, honestly, Mowgli's CGI and facial animations way better than Lion King. Like levels above.
because don't they actually
Because they do
motion
the
capture?
Yeah.
mocap and then they translate that onto the face.
Yeah.
Versus when
So
the
the
Lion
animal-
King, the Lion King had
So
absolutely
it's an
zero
animal with
motion.
human
No. Whereas in Mowgli is.
Yeah, exactly.
Do bears do that? No.
It's funny how like that was one of the things people didn't like about Mowgli, and it's one of the things people hated about Lion King. I don't know where that lands on the scales, but
I don't know either.
it's interesting.
Is that worth
I
a
dislike
like a
Mowgli
bad
for
watch?
way different reasons.
How? Because I remember. Did you say it was a straight to streaming?
Yeah.
Didn't you give it that?
Yeah, straight to streaming. Here's the thing. It's not like
It's not awful.
it's not awful.
It's just. It's just
It's
like.
it's just like a. This is just like the.
It's the straight to DVD version of the Disney one that just came out 2 weeks before it.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Right? Like,
And that's why Warner Brothers sold it to Netflix.
They made
honestly,
their money off of it.
if it hadn't been, like, I don't know. I appreciate the that they took a chance and told like a darker story.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I don't know who it's for. Like, who it's actually for.
The dark brooding teenager.
I guess I don't know.
angst.
Yeah, it does
Angsty,
just kind of
angsty,
reek of teen angst.
Love it.
So, I don't. It's just hard to recommend. It's hard to just not,
It's hard to know who to recommend it to.
Exactly. I don't know if you'll enjoy it or not.
So ask people if they liked the remade Disney version. If they're just like, no, it's too happy. Be like,
Hey, well,
watch this.
have I got a
Insert
perfect
Will
thing for
Smith
you?
gif here.
All right, I got 3 more news stories.
Burn through them.
I'll get through these quick. Sonic was delayed again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that movie's in development hell now.
It only got moved a month.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like
from
March.
February 14th. It was going to come out on the same day as The King's Man. Which
then that trailer came out and they were like,
counter programming, sure, but I don't know if that's a good choice. It's also a week after Birds of Prey, which, while it's not on everybody's radar, it's still a DC comic book movie.
And if it gets good reviews, people are going to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's coming out March 2020 now.
Yep.
Instead. Janelle Monáe is going to replace Julia Roberts in Homecoming Season 2. I don't know if you guys watched that. It's an Amazon Prime original. It was one of my favorite shows last year.
I know. It's on my list.
Isn't it based on like a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that worry you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not in the slightest.
Cool. Great. Oh, good news then. Yay.
It makes complete sense. Woo! Woo! Honestly, I did not know there was going to be a season 2 based on kind of how that show ends. I figured it'd just be that. So this was just awesome news that I'm going to get a season 2.
Yeah, right.
Obviously. Spoilers. We know how that one ends.
You know nothing, young Padawan. The last thing, Hitchhiker's Guide is going to be a TV series on Hulu.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a good choice.
I have Hulu.
I don't appreciate the platform just because I don't have it, but
Yeah, I don't have it either.
I do.
but I think Hitchhiker's Guide as a TV
Probably works.
show works way better than a 2-hour movie.
It's like
or
5
even
books,
like
isn't it?
Or even like a trilogy of movies.
It's a big book.
Yeah.
I just think they have an opportunity to have a lot of fun with it.
Confession, I've never seen the movie.
It's
I heard it was good.
It's okay.
Ish.
Like, I heard it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I should probably watch it.
He'll watch it.
I would tell you to watch that before you watch Mowgli.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't
How do they emote in Hitchhiker's Guide?
Well,
do they have facial
when the
expressions?
dolphins are singing,
What? We're going on a spaceship because the world is ending. 42. Isn't that the number?
so long and thanks for all the fish. So glad that something this.
Is this an actual song?
That is an actual song in the movie.
I don't know what's going on. I guess I should watch it.
Dolphins are an advanced alien species that tried to come here and warn us about the destruction of our planet.
But they got addicted to the ocean?
I don't remember exactly how it all works out,
What
but
the heck?
it's
Dude,
hilarious.
I need to watch this.
And then Marvin the robot is the best part of the movie. He's a depressed robot.
I need to watch this.
Anyway, that's all my
Reminds
news.
me of Titanfall.
Oh.
All right, let's move into these topics.
Yep. Which one should we talk about first?
You guys should do Hollywood
Okay.
in a quick breath.
My button isn't working.
The button broke.
The button broke.
He broke it. The button.
I broke it. The button. Okay. So we'll just hide that then. It's fine. It can go away.
Go away.
Improvisation.
So yeah, let's talk
101.
about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, you guys talk about it, but don't spoil it. Even though I have a strong suspicion as to how this movie ends.
Yeah, we'll do non-spoilers.
Yeah, we want to do spoilers. I don't want to do spoilers. I have gone on record on this podcast. I like Quentin Tarantino's movies, but I never seem to like them as much as everybody else. I think Pulp Fiction is overrated.
How dare you?
And
Don't at me.
All the way to 0.
Hey, they could either have me lie or they could hear my honest opinion. It's up to them. I really enjoyed this one. I went in kind of going, yeah, it's Quentin Tarantino's 9th movie because that's all the marketing said.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it. I had a great time. The acting was great, and boy, howdy.
It was fun. It was fun for me just to walk into the theater with you talking about how you said to me, if you hadn't called me or texted and been like, hey, come to the movie with me, you wouldn't have seen it in theaters probably.
Yeah. I was in the middle of watching The Boys. I was halfway through episode 6, and you're like, does anybody want to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? And I was like,
And I was out of town, or I would have been there too.
Yeah.
I was like, if I don't see it right now, I'm probably not going to see this.
Right. But then at the end of the movie, walking out, just seeing how much you enjoyed it made me really happy.
Yep. My brother went also with us. He really enjoyed it too.
Where's his 15-second review? He can give it to us
Next week.
Yeah, no, I think this is a really solid Tarantino film.
Mm-hmm.
He is really rooted into his
Style?
style.
I
Like
don't know.
he's
I felt like this one was less Tarantino.
so it stretches in a few places,
Yeah.
but like the core is still very like okay, like I recognize the formula.
Yeah.
I'll use my pizza metaphor again. It's like
The pizza's not upside down this
the
time.
pizza's not upside down. If Tarantino's pizzas are usually, I don't know, pepperonis, this one had some
Jalapenos?
on it. I was gonna say sausage. Make it a meat lovers. I don't know. It's a terrible metaphor.
I like that you tried though.
I did.
If Lion King was a pizza, they put it in and they tried to design a smiley face with pepperoni, but it just came out.
Love it.
Do we have a new rating system, guys? What is the pizza?
Pizza.
New shirt made.
I think my only things that I'll say about this movie, and again, I'm trying to stay non-spoiler, is that it's a little slow at the end of the first, beginning of the second act. It slows down a little, and I don't think the marketing does it favors because it makes it feel more mainstream than the movie actually is.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think the marketing is all that accurate to what this movie actually is.
Yeah.
And that's not bad.
So
It's just, again, it's not actually. The marketing is I have a problem with marketing when marketing is dishonest. So
I feel
guess,
like
I struggle in
whenever
that way.
I saw a trailer or a TV spot, it was always, it's Quentin Tarantino's 9th movie. That's pretty much all I ever heard. I had read premises and stuff, so I knew what was in it.
Right.
But it was just,
There's a
Quentin Tarantino's 9th film.
I felt like the marketing. I felt like the marketing. Like I haven't seen it obviously, but
tell me.
But
It's
knowing
good.
knowing that, like knowing who Tarantino is as a director, like I saw the marketing and I was like, this is not what you think it's gonna be. And then to hear you say that about the marketing, because they make it look like it's a once upon a time in Hollywood, like people living in Hollywood being actors, and I'm sure it's a whole lot more than that. Or is it?
I will say, and this is not a con at all, I predicted every single thing that happened in this movie.
Well, I told you what my prediction for the end of it is.
Do you? How many of?
And
have you seen all of Tarantino's other movies, or
not all of them?
Most of them. I mean, are you familiar with his library?
Sure. I don't know what you mean by that. I've seen at least 5 of them.
I just think that it is essentially. Here's the deal. I think Tarantino, for the most part, in the majority of his movies, has a Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 formula, and he just changes characters and locations. And I think this fits that. And I don't have a problem with it because typically the story and the acting is so well done that it doesn't matter that it's kind of the same thing over and over again. But I like what Luke said. This movie was super predictable for me. I still enjoyed the heck out of it, but
It's one of the moments where the predictability of it isn't a bad thing.
Right.
It kind of gets you excited when you see things that are going to happen. And even in the movie
I think it
itself.
gets you through that slow middle act.
Yeah.
When it's like, okay, but I know that what the payoff's going to be.
Yeah.
Because I think if people don't know what the payoff's going to be, they're like, this movie is an hour too long. Because it is a long movie.
Yeah, it's 240.
It's 240.
And it did feel long.
Yeah.
I would have taken 15, 20 minutes out if it was possible.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was, just in like little
yeah.
portions. I don't think the length hurt it, but I think if it would have been shorter, it could have helped it. If that makes any sense. I just said it, but
So there's 2 characters who I think. There's one character who, with 2 hours and 40 minutes of screen time, like not they didn't have 240. If you have a runtime of 2 hours and 40 minutes, there's one character who should have got way more screen time.
Yep.
Because there's just no emotional connection with him. And another one who is used in marketing and is only used in like that. the shot that is in the marketing is the shot in the movie, and that's it. And I don't necessarily think that's bad, but again, that's just that idea of like the marketing is like, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit like using the rhino in Spider-Man or the Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? Like, oh, Spider-Man's gonna take on the rhino because it's in the trailer, and it's literally the last shot of the movie.
That was so pathetic. As a film.
That said, let's talk about some
Yeah.
positive things.
Yeah.
Because we both really like it.
And I will see it this week.
So, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt are in this movie. Both of them are fantastic, and they're fantastic together. I kind of want another Leo Brad team up movie. They are so good in this movie.
Their chemistry is fantastic.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. Every scene they're in, you're just like, I love you guys. Look at this conversation. However, I thought Brad Pitt was better than Leo.
He's given way more to do.
I thought he was more interesting.
Yeah.
But also, his story was a little more fun.
Right.
Because it wasn't just being an actor. I think Brad Pitt so far this year has been my favorite performance in a movie. I really thought he was incredible.
Yeah, he's really good.
Especially, I really enjoyed the scene at the ranch.
The ranch scene is great. Can't say anything.
I don't want to say too much. It's kind of hard to talk about without spoiling.
He has good range.
He
has good range in that one.
Mm-hmm. Also, that was a great scene. Good tension.
Mm-hmm.
Good set pieces. Looked cool. It's also very funny.
Yeah, very funny.
Is the movie as overall funny?
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't know if I was. I had no expectations honestly for this, so I don't really know what I'm saying about expectations. But I wasn't expecting it to be so funny.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe I should have, since Inglourious Bastards is a pretty funny movie. And that's a pretty heavy movie, too.
Yeah.
That's why I went dang it earlier, because I watched that this weekend.
Oh. No, I think, like, Tarantino is one of the better directors, writers at pairing really heavy subject matter with really good comedy. Mm-hmm. Because it's never that, like,
it's really
super
organic.
light, fluffy, like, laughs for laughs, surface level funny. It's always rooted deeper in the story.
Right.
Which is why it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
The last 15 minutes of this movie are fantastic.
2 thumbs up.
Worth the
The
2.5 hours to get there, for sure.
It was so good. Oh, I get the hiccups.
I'll tell you my prediction after. For what I think it is.
Okay. I'm excited to hear your prediction.
Luke's heard it.
I have heard it. I was kind of confused by one thing.
Yep.
And I talked to you right after about it.
Yeah, we did talk about this.
And I think I'm overthinking it. It's not a con. I have it on my cons list. Mm-hmm. It's not a con. It was hard for me to determine how this movie was in order and was it a flashback or not.
They do a lot of flashbacks.
Long flashbacks.
And they're long. They're not just the, like, here's 30 seconds and one phrase that you need to take away. It's, here's a 6-minute flashback.
Maybe 15-minute flashback.
Yeah.
But, like, I remember, like, there's a part in the movie, and they go to a rather familiar part, and I looked at Brett, and I was like, was that entire thing a flashback? And you're like, I don't think so.
But the fact that neither of us had a definitive answer was like...
We were in the parking lot afterwards talking about, like, so was it? Was it not? And honestly, I think it can be looked at either way, and it still works, which is kind of incredible in itself. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter, really. In the long run.
Yeah.
Here's another incredible critique by Luke Zilke. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter.
Put that on the
Nailed
poster.
it.
It doesn't matter. Luke Zilke, what the fanboy. 5 stars.
Other than that, like, I thought the cinematography was good. Maybe nothing, like, it's not like I don't know. I love my, like, big epics, and this is not like an epic, but it's shot like a good Tarantino movie is, and I appreciated it, and it had good editing. Again, it was a little
great
maybe a little
soundtrack.
long. Soundtrack was great.
Great song choices. I
Yep.
really liked it. I don't really have any ever doubt with the songs that he picks for his movies. Are always good.
No, I mean, when it comes down to it, I think my recommendation is just that if you like Tarantino movies, go see it. You'll like it.
Yeah.
If you don't like Tarantino movies, there's nothing new here that's going to change that for you, I don't think.
Yeah.
What if you've never seen one?
Go see it.
Yeah. I think it'd be
Dana,
a good,
you heard it here first.
I think it'd be a good intro Tarantino movie.
Agreed. It's depending on how well you know certain subject matter.
Yes. You also, if you're going with somebody who hasn't seen it, you should warn them that sometimes things are gonna get a little wild and over the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is the problem. I really want to see this movie again, but it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's too long. Also stay for the credits.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see it again
There's
now
a
that.
post-credit scene?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's funny because I don't know if you guys know, Tarantino like ties all of his movies together, or most of them have tied together. I don't know if his earliest ones do real well, but like it essentially ties it into the Tarantino verse.
I do have a question. Mm-hmm. Was Samuel L. Jackson in this one?
No,
Sad.
he is in most of his movies, isn't he? No.
Has he been? I think he's been in all of them since Jackie Brown, hasn't he? Even like a tiny role, like the organist in Kill Bill. You barely even see him. You just hear his voice pretty much, don't you?
Was he in Death Proof?
I haven't seen it. Actually, I haven't seen Jackie Brown either.
I don't think he was in Death Proof.
Was he in Inglourious Basterds? I'm having trouble remembering now. I need to rewatch these movies. Is he in Django? No.
In any case, my recommendation is
Fanboy worthy.
it lands on a fanboy worthy.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino fanboy worthy.
But yeah, I was gonna say,
Or
if you're
first time curious person, maybe.
right, look at the rating. It's rated R for a reason.
Yes.
If you're not into gore, if you can't handle swear words, don't go see this movie. But otherwise, if it interests
It's
you,
a good
go
one.
see it. It's good. It really is good.
It's pretty high up on my list of movies for the year, and I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I think it sits right at number
I love-
4 for me right now.
Sometimes I just love seeing movies with literally no expectations. That's just the best.
Anyways, we should talk about our next. So go see
Talk
it.
about The
I'll see it
Boys.
this week, and I'll talk
I'm
about it
excited
next
to
week.
talk about it a little more with you.
I'm going to bet that I'll probably love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet you hate it.
Luke, is it my kind of movie?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Samuel L. Jackson is not in Death Proof or Inglourious Basterds.
Okay. But he's in the rest, except Hollywood. Anyway, we should move on to The Boys.
Yes,
The
we should.
Boys.
Let's talk about these boys. I did not write very many notes on this one. I didn't know what to say.
So again, Tyler has seen the first episode of this.
Yep.
So we're gonna stay spoiler free.
Sorry, guys. I was busy. I was out of
You
town
had
all
a
weekend.
very important weekend.
Yeah. Sorry.
I would
Don't-
rather
don't
keep this one
apologize.
spoiler free anyway.
I think so.
I don't think very many people have
have
watched it.
pushed through it. So
I talked to a guy at work today, and he was like, "Wait, what? What is The Boys?"
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he went and looked it up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch this."
So we might have a more spoiler filled discussion
Later,
later in a couple weeks or something, or we might do it like we just do it off
maybe.
live, like not live and put it out there.
Go on Instagram Live.
You can tweet at us about it.
Yeah, I've been talking to JT a little bit about it because we're both huge fans of Call Urban.
Yeah.
So we've been excited for this. I don't know if he's finished it, but he like talks about certain parts in the show that he's liked, and I'm like, yeah, I've finished it. So I've been kind of talking to him about certain points that he's been getting up to just a little bit.
So I think both of us really like it. You like the pilot?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is
Again.
Carl Urban, like you mentioned him already, best part of this show? Maybe?
Yes.
He's fantastic.
He is incredible.
He
in
steals
this show.
literally every scene he's been in so far in the first episode.
Yeah. He elevates the show, I think, to another level. And I think if you can handle...
Every time he talks, I start laughing because he always says something funny.
If you can handle the material that's going to be presented in this,
You'll like it.
he's worth it alone, I
Yeah.
think, almost. Take out all the superheroes just to watch him just have a blast. Saying the C word. Oh, my God. There's so much language. Yeah, I think he's the best part of the show.
Yeah.
I think the show's incredible. It's my second favorite show of the year.
Ooh, he says it.
I say that loosely.
It's going to require a rewatch to make the final judgment.
Maybe.
I'm guessing.
I still do think I enjoy Doom Patrol more. I think it's hilarious, though, that they're both subversions of superheroes.
Absolutely.
Complete opposite sides of the spectrum. One is wacky, goofy, ridiculous comedy. Shouldn't work. And the other one is the complete, most realistic version of how superheroes would actually be in our world.
Yeah.
So when you say that, this is I wrote down impressions from watching the first episode, and I wrote tonally one of the best superhero shows out there, and it's a great commentary on what life would be like if superheroes were real.
Yeah.
That's literally what I wrote down. So when you say that, I'm like, well, crap.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it really is. I've only watched one episode. But just like the problems that are being presented are exactly what I would imagine if we lived in a world with real superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is how I would envision life being.
One of my favorite parts, I'm not sure how much, I can't remember just stuff from the first episode. Like I watched you finish the first episode and I was waiting for something to happen. It happens in the second episode. And I was like, wow, I'm really glad I didn't mention that. The superheroes in this are extremely corporate.
Mm-hmm.
It's treated more like a business.
It's like a job for them.
Yeah, and it's just how it would go.
It feels
It's
very...
really... It's incredible how, I think, well they sell the idea of how... What am I trying to say here? How superheroes would be presented in an actual real world.
Mm-hmm.
They would not be just freelance.
And they wouldn't.
They would all sign up for a job because you know what? People are greedy and they're douches.
And it says a lot because the first time you see them all together, what are they talking about? How much money they've lost.
Yeah.
That's, like you said, it's corporate. That's how things would be.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I just, that's super cool to me.
The marketing that they go through to present these superheroes is redonkulous, and like it happens, it's in the trailer, it happens in the first 3 minutes of the show. One of the superheroes, I'm gonna say this, do you think it's a spoiler? Or you say it happens in the trailer, whatever. One of the speedy guy runs through a girl and she explodes. And it's a really interesting commentary, I think, kind of on our world now of, oh, we got to cover up for the rich and famous people.
Right.
Yep.
Because there's just no consequences really for him.
And
Yep,
I think what's interesting is that if they weren't part of this corporation, they wouldn't have the money to defend themselves, right? It's almost it works as like a protection. We see the same thing in, I would say, like modern sports today.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I mean, granted, you have competition there between different kinds of teams and whatnot, and in this universe, you just have the Voight company. Is that what they're
Vought.
called? Vought is like the monopoly on superheroes, but it's the same concept where it's like, yeah, we're gonna sign a contract to send a superhero to a city for 3 years,
Yeah.
and it's like, what?
Somebody would absolutely try and monetize
And they
that.
take.
yeah.
I think what's great is that it's not. you do get to see a little bit of pushback or struggling with understanding how that works from one of the heroes throughout the season. But it's a nice window into that world for the audience.
Yeah. And something that I really appreciated as I've watched the whole thing was that the superheroes, they're not just evil.
Yeah.
Some of them are really complex. They've had really messed up things happen to them. They're going through a lot, and they're a product of. Never mind. I can't say it without spoiling it. But like, they're not just bad.
They're a product.
For being bad.
They're a product of their environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is I think the best way of putting it. Like, you understand through the season that you're right. Things happen to them. That they didn't have control over. They felt like someone could help them with, and so they trusted someone, or
And they got burnt.
and they got burned, or
Yeah. And then
it's really interesting.
They have problems that real people would have.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Except like they're going through some really crazy stuff, and so like a character that like I honestly wasn't expecting to spend a whole lot of time with all the other Justice Leaguers.
Yeah.
I was only really expecting to hang out with A-Train, the Speedy guy, and Homelander, who's Superman.
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
But like there's some moments that you spend with the Deep, Aquaman, or Queen Maeve, Wonder Woman, and you're just like, oh wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Maeve is maybe my favorite. I think she has just a really interesting story.
She's
that one who's been on the inside long enough to know how effed up everything is, but doesn't know how to fix it. But still kind of wants to. But she's benefited from it, and so there's just that dichotomy of like,
she to me seems like she was Starlight, but now she's just been in it for a while,
she's
Right.
jaded.
and she doesn't know what to do
Yep.
really.
yeah.
And then Starlight enter, and she's like, now she's going through all this stuff again. She's done some horrible things, and she's just got all these things going through her mind. And I'm glad that it's just not all of them are just
Horrible people.
horrible people.
Yeah.
Like, here's your bad guy.
Yep.
Bad guy. Enter boys to spank bad guys.
No, I like when Maeve sees Starlight in the bathroom in the first episode. She's like, don't let him see you like that. Like, I mean, you guys know a lot more than I do about Maeve, but like that kind of told me like, oh yeah, there's some stuff that's definitely going to come up later that she went through. So
I also really enjoy the side commentary on the view of superheroes and sexism. Because it's been it's been happening a lot in comics and then also comic book movies.
Yeah.
With like the females' costumes.
Yep.
It's a pretty upfront point that they push, where Starlight gets a new costume and she's just like, what? And she's like, the people that are working there, they're like, this is what you're gonna wear. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And it raises a lot of questions that have been coming up in our own world as we watch these movies and all this stuff. And it's like, and I think it's handled really well, which is really nice.
Handled so much. I think so much of the
It's not just like
commentary is handled well.
Yeah, it's not just blatant and straight right at your face like, hey, listen to us.
Well, and it's not even that
use it in
there's
storytelling.
they're not taking a bullhorn and yelling, this is the right answer.
Yeah.
They're bringing it up and letting the characters really work through it. And some characters do have very strong opinions or stances on things that you may agree with or may not agree with. But they're complex enough characters that it's fine. It's like, oh, I can see, and the further you get, you can see why they have those kinds of feelings. And yeah.
man, I really hate that I was out of town this weekend because I would love to be able to dive.
I hate that you were out of town too.
Real quick, a question for you, Luke, and me. JT asks, is 8 episodes too much or not enough?
I think it was fine. I'm not really bothered by it. I know season 2 is already coming,
Right.
and honestly, I would have liked more.
He says he thinks 2 more episodes would have been perfect. And
the problem, this isn't a spoiler. It ends on a cliffhanger, and it's annoying because I don't like it when shows do that because you have to wait a year and a half.
Right.
It's like need some sort of closure just in case it gets canceled. Like you never know. Something could go horribly wrong with production. You're just like, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Brutal.
So I have another pro.
Yep, go for it.
The dude who plays Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fan.
Yep.
Dude plays he's a huge dick, but he's super nice, and he's good at both. And it's weird because, like, in the first episode, you kind of like him.
Yeah.
Until the end. You're like, oh!
Until the end of the first episode?
He's
He's
really easy to hate and love because he's so good
he
in
sells
his
it.
performance. He's so good. He's a great villain, and I love the what's her name? She like runs Vought. She's second in command of Vought. She's not Mr. Vought or whatever his name is.
Right.
I don't know her name, but I liked her scenes.
Yeah,
I can't remember her name.
I liked their kind of storyline and what they were pushing for because once again, I'm not going to spoil this one. It's what specifically the country would really push for.
So
I thought that was a really interesting storyline, and man, I loved this show. I should just start it over.
I'm gonna hit my pros quick.
Madeline Stillwell.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit my pros real quick. I have the tone, and this is just from the first episode, so mine is like review in progress.
Yeah.
The tone, I really like the tone.
R.I.P.
Both like thematically, but also like you can very easily tell that they have like a grayish filter on the show, and I think it fits really well with what they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
The cast. Throughout the first episode, I did not really see an actor or specific character that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, okay, yeah, I can get behind this. I like most of these characters. Like,
Yeah,
I don't see. There's not one character where I was like, I don't really like that person.
Yeah.
Like every character, I was like, yep, nope, it fits.
I don't know what that weird accent was. I did not. I went into my Carl Urban. There was never an actor
That you weren't a fan of.
that I disliked. That at least wasn't in the show for, like, if somebody's in the show for like maybe a scene for 20 seconds or something, I'm not gonna.
Right, they don't
Right,
count.
right.
But like anybody that is in there substantially, I all really liked him.
Yeah, there was not one character. And usually, like, you can watch a show and you'll see a character pretty quickly. You're like, I'm not going to like that guy. I didn't have any of those.
I'm so excited for you to meet Frenchie.
And then the last thing
Frenchie.
I would say is I really like the balance of humor and action in the first episode. Huey is funny to me. Just like the way he's handling things.
Yeah.
Cracks me up. Also didn't know that was Dennis Quaid's son at first.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of blew my mind.
Jack.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good. I was impressed.
I think him and Carl Urban work really well together.
Yeah.
They play
They're
off
no
each other.
Leo and Brad Pitt, but they're really good.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the first episode a lot. Like, a lot. I guess I say my only con, too? Or do you want to say that for later?
No, go for it.
Go for it.
My only con is that it's just super TVMA, and it's going to make that it's less accessible than I wish it could be. Because I do think, from hearing what you guys have to say and watching the first episode, I do think the show has a lot to say. And I wish more people would get to see that or hear that. But they won't because of the content.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I
That
guess,
is unfortunate.
Yeah.
It will be very interesting to see in a second season
If they tone anything
if
down.
they tone it down or because
it up.
We were kind of talking about how throughout the show, I personally felt like
It gets a lot less.
they tone it down. It's a little intense at the beginning, I think, just for shock value, and then it kind of gets toned down. And like maybe if they went with a PG-13 version for season 2, you might be able to get people who come in there to go back and like kind of grimace through those really.
That's how Game of Thrones was. Game of Thrones had so much crap in it.
This
at the beginning.
is not going to be Game of Thrones though. That's the thing. Like,
yeah,
you can't get away with that on just any old show.
You can't get away with that when you have 3 letters pop up in front of your show every night. Yeah. But
anyways,
honestly, one of the big things to tone it down, it'd be super easy, is just calm down. Carl Urban's filter. My gosh. Dude is angry. Rightfully so.
He runs his mouth.
He does.
Dude, I love it. I love it so much. He like shows up and starts just cussing like crazy, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna laugh a lot at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your type of show.
Yeah, it definitely is your type of show.
Yeah.
Yep. No, but I've been really enjoying it. I'll give it a fanboy worthy. Definitely not for everyone.
Oh,
but
yeah,
if you,
I agree.
You know, if the trailers interested you, you'll like it.
If the trailer interested you and you watch the first episode and you're like, this is too much, honestly, I might just say stop.
Yeah.
The sex stuff in it decreases a little bit. There's still some stuff. The language does not slow down in the slightest, and the violence is honestly just everywhere.
I'm gonna go home and watch
all over the
episode
place.
2 when I'm done. When we're done here,
So I don't know what to say. It just depends on really what you can handle.
Yeah.
I guess if you're not worried about spoilers, you could get on like IMDb.
Yeah.
Look at the Parents Guide and see what is all going to be in it. That's what I did for Midsummer, and I decided not to see it.
If you can handle Midsummer, you can handle this.
Anything. But yeah, it's really up to you. You got 3 people who all really liked it.
Yeah.
At least so far. Mm-hmm.
I should have it. Well, with Madden coming out this week, I don't know, but I should have it done by next week.
My guess is that you'll get really hooked after episode 2.
My guess is you watch the first 4 episodes and then you stop until I keep griping at you to finish it. Kind of with every other show.
The only show I'm stuck on right now is Hill House. Because I'm waiting for you.
I don't do anything. Text me and I'll come over.
Anyways, we all pretty much recommend it.
Yep.
Yes.
Tyler's recommendation is in review, but
I would recommend it.
Yeah.
How many have you watched? 5, 6?
6.
6? Okay.
6. I'm on 7, halfway through 7.
Okay.
You gonna finish it tonight?
Yeah, probably.
Yay.
Real quick before we headed into the fan box, I wanted to do something fun because I saw this online, and of course everyone loves it when we talk MCU stuff.
Gotta get those clicks, baby. Clickbait.
I want to have a Phase 4 Avengers draft. So the idea is all of the Avengers are sitting out there. It's draft day. Each of us get to make a team, but obviously we can't pick the same characters.
Okay.
So, Tyler, you know a lot about drafts.
Mm-hmm.
You're a big sports guy.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing with these teams? Are we fighting?
Nothing. We're just forming our team.
Okay.
And then we get to decide if we really like them or not.
Okay.
I'll let one of you two go first. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5.
You want to go first? 4.
Oh, I just meant you can draft first.
It's 4. Okay, he can draft first. So it'll be Tyler, and then I'll give you second. So Tyler, Luke, Brett, Luke, Tyler.
Snake draft.
Okay.
Snake draft.
Serpentine.
Yeah. Tyler, you get the first pick.
Don't blow it.
Of the Avengers.
So this is current Phase 4. So maybe spoilers for Endgame.
No. Okay, got it. I got Thor.
just want to piss off Brett. I'm taking Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's either Thor or Doctor Strange.
I hate you.
I was picking one of them first. Like
Purely just to make Brett mad.
Okay, so now I get to go back to back though.
Cheater.
okay.
I'm gonna go Scarlet Witch.
There's the 3 top.
And Rocket.
I'll take Spider-Man.
Do I get the Mighty Thor? Does that count?
You can do the Mighty Thor.
Thanks.
Team Thor.
Just gods. Like.
You get to go again now.
Oh, that's true.
I picked Spider-Man because he has the heart.
Ooh.
I will take. You just took Spider-Man?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take Falcon,
Ooh.
Captain America.
Falc/New Cap.
Need a leader.
I'll take Captain Marvel.
Ooh, I get 2 choices now.
Now that it's come down to it, I'm forgetting every character.
So
in the
I'm just gonna.
I'll take
Um,
Dr. Selvig.
I'm gonna go Hulk. Gotta get some more
With his broken arm.
brains. Yeah, right. He'll heal.
Brains and brawn.
Um,
How many are we picking?
5.
Okay.
So you each have 2 more.
Who's left?
We all have 2 more. No. It's still my turn.
I know, I'm just thinking. I can't think of any more characters.
Ooh, Black Panther. Luke, who's your next choice?
Take Valkyrie. It's the only one I can think of.
That's a good choice, though.
Yeah, definitely a good choice. I'm just glad I got Doctor Strange.
I knew I should have gone second.
I would have gladly given you second. Are you Googling MCU characters?
Mm-hmm. I will take Icarus.
He's from the Eternals.
He's an Eternal.
Fine.
Another god.
It's Richard Madden's character.
Okay. Fine.
What?
Last pick. No, I just don't know. I just don't know who he is. So
Oh.
I just don't know if that's a good pick or
me
not.
find
I
another-
assume it's a really powerful pick.
Let me find another god.
I like how in yours you got like all these like huge and then Falcon.
Yeah, you need a leader.
All right.
And then you need a smart person, like Shuri.
Ooh, Shuri is good. Luke, final pick.
I'll take Korg.
Korg.
You need a leader, baby. You need a leader.
He's got to make those pamphlets.
And of course, I think Korg comes with
Me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
2-in-1
obviously.
package.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool.
That's a great pick. My final one, I'm gonna go with Ant-Man.
You didn't want
Totally forgot even.
what's his name from Doctor Strange?
Wong.
Wong.
Yeah.
Wong.
He wouldn't come. He's got to look after the
He
sanctum.
he just kind of shows up whenever it's convenient.
As do a lot of characters.
All right, so my team is Scarlet Witch, Rocket Raccoon, Hulk, Black Panther, and Ant-Man. Luke, you've got Doctor Strange. I hate you. Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Valkyrie, and Korg. And Tyler, Thor, Mighty Thor, Falc/New Cap, Icarus, and Shuri.
You should have went for Beta Ray Bill. Not confirmed to show up,
I
but he
know.
will.
I wanted to, but
Could have gotten all 3 hammer jammers. Is that a term?
Yeah, I think so.
It is now.
Yeah. I think we all have
New
like
shirt idea.
we'd have been called Team Hammer Time,
I'm
and our theme song would have been Hammer Time.
I don't know
We all
if
wear hammer
like,
pants.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if we were going to go to where are they at in Ragnarok in the arena.
Sakaar.
If you're gonna go to Sakaar and have our teams fight each other in the arena, we've got. I think all of us have some really big hitters.
Mirror dimension.
See you later.
Between Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange, that's like a great combo. Now I don't know how well they'll get along, but
I'm sure they can put any differences aside that they have to win.
yeah. And then Tyler, like the Thor Mighty Thor combo.
That's 3 gods on my roster.
That's dangerous. I don't know what Icarus's stuff is, but I can just see Falk just kind of like
child of a celestial.
he's like on his
Flying around
wings,
and punching people.
Like, well, he's like directing the battle, right?
He's the UAV guy.
Yeah.
He's like, hey.
And then Shuri's just like he's making sure everything's working.
Yep. And you have wounded Hulk, so
He'll heal. We got Black Panther technology to fix him up.
sure he'll just shut that all down though.
Just
he makes it all.
Who would win? Tweet at us. Who
Let
would
us
win?
know.
Let us know who would win.
Who would win?
Team Hammer Time in the building.
Oh my gosh.
What else would I call my team?
That's true. That is the best name.
Team Good Guys. I took your thing.
I'm team all over the place. Because I'm all over the place.
Your team choose the characters you like.
I'm Team Steal the characters from
I
Bright.
think my team.
I'm team choose characters to win.
Because
I don't like Thor, but I did like him in the last 2 movies.
I'm Team Steal Brett's favorite characters.
I have a lot of intelligent characters.
All right, your Team Smarty Pants.
I have the Big Lebowski. I have the chick who turned into 4 people. I have Shuri, who is MC Lockjaw. And I have Papa Doc from 8 Mile. I'm in good shape.
You are in good shape.
We're going to win a rap battle.
You're in good. That's probably true. And with my luck, Scott and Rocket are just gonna like squabble.
They're just going to end up doing something else.
They're just gonna squabble.
They're going to
with
end up
each
going to
other.
like Burger King or something. Like, what's going on? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Yeah. Cool. Well, that was fun.
Rocket's going to steal the Ant-Man suit. That's
He
what's,
probably
that's what's
would.
actually going to happen.
Giant rocket.
Love it.
I do. I like that a lot.
I can't even remember my team. I'm just glad I have Korg.
You got pamphlets, man. Everybody's going to show up.
You got pamphlets. You
He's
got
sta-
Spider-Man.
He started a revolution.
You've got
The revolution has begun.
a good team. I think we all have good teams.
Which Spider-Man did you get?
The one in the MCU.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Tom Holland.
On to our last segment, the fan box, where you all, or specifically one person this week, asks us a question. Any question. Could be something as silly as, is cereal soup?
Oh, man, such a good question. That's
not.
a classic.
It's not. They're different.
So over on Twitter, Coach C. Gibson.
Gibby. I went to high school with this guy.
Oh. In honor, I think, of our Inglourious Bastards review, or Inglourious Bastards, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood review, asked, what are y'all's rankings of the Tarantino films?
Please don't kill me, as I've only seen 5.
And if you've only seen 5,
I have not.
that is
I
fine.
haven't
And just
seen
rank
all of
those
them.
5. Rank what you know.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I have not seen Death Proof. I have not seen Hateful Eight, and I have not seen Jackie Brown.
Okay.
So I'm not ranking those.
Yeah.
At the bottom, I have Pulp Fiction.
Okay, that's also my number 5.
Ooh.
Right above that, I have Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
I hope I
So
can.
my 4.
I hope.
All right, well, this sucks.
I hope I can
Is your 3 the same as mine, too?
remember them all. My number, I'm at 4. I've seen one more than you.
Oh, sorry.
My number 4 is Kill Bill.
Okay.
My number 3 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Number 2 / number 1, depending on which one I saw last.
1 and 1A.
Yeah, is Django, and then currently my number 1 is Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
The same, but take out.
Pulp Fiction. Reservoir Dogs. Kill Bill. Django. Inglourious Bastards. Because I watched Inglourious Bastards this weekend.
There you
It's
go.
the same thing. Like, it's 1 and 1A. And I was telling you this earlier because I read the question and I was like, it's whichever one I watched most recently.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's Inglourious Bastards right now. But if I watch Django tomorrow, it'll be Django.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm lame. I know. Sorry. Same list as Luke.
It's
Boo
okay.
me. Boo this man.
I've got a way different list.
Good.
At the very bottom is Death Proof. Then Jackie Brown. Kill Bill 1 and 2, of course.
I read a list that had Jackie Brown at 1.
It's not.
Sorry.
So here's the thing, right? Like,
I've never seen it.
I don't think any of these movies are bad.
Right. Oh, no.
Yeah.
And so it's Jackie Brown being on the bottom of my list. I can totally understand how it would be on the top of someone else's list. So I get that. So 9 was Death Proof, 8 Jackie Brown, 7 Kill Bill, 6 Reservoir Dogs, 5 Django Unchained, which is where I differ from you guys quite a bit. 4 Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 3 The Hateful Eight, 2 Pulp Fiction, 1 Inglourious Bastards. So
I think you have Hateful Eight higher than most people.
yeah,
would.
Hateful Eight is not as popular with people.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we look back at our conversation earlier, I think it's one that isn't as formulaic in terms of some of his other movies.
And we were talking about it before. You're like, it's a play.
Yeah, it is.
It takes place in that one building, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems a lot different than anything else he's done.
Yeah, I think
Coming
that,
from a person that hasn't seen it.
right. No, like Inglourious Bastards, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Django, like those are like quintessential like formula movies for him.
Quintessential.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Sorry, that was bad.
I'm a fan.
And so I think I just really appreciated how different Hateful Eight was. But yeah, it's not high on a lot of people's lists. It's another really slow one.
Yeah, I mean, you said the thing about Jackie Brown. I like Pulp Fiction. I don't love it. I do think it's a little overrated. That doesn't discount that I still think it's a good movie.
Right.
I think I come across that I don't like that movie, but I do like it. I'm not an animal.
Debatable.
Rough.
That is rough. Oh.
That was a bark.
Yeah, rough.
What is going on?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore.
What's going
But we didn't have any other questions, so...
Thank you, Gibby, for the question. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for the 10th one, especially if it's that Star Trek movie.
We'll see if he... yeah, right.
I forgot about that.
Listen, honestly, though, I'd love for Quentin Tarantino to make a sci-fi movie.
I would, too.
Especially since most of his movies fit into old Hollywood style.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like... Probably be more relatable to, like, 2001 or The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original, than anything that comes out today.
Yeah.
It would be a sci-fi movie that at the end it's revealed they were shooting a movie the whole time.
Well, I think you just ruined his next movie coming out. Now he's going to have to rewrite.
Oh, no!
My bad.
Maybe you can just get a producer credit for us.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
I'll just say it was the show. It was you guys. I just showed up.
Oh, but I think that pretty much wraps up this week's show.
It's time to go to bed.
Tyler's falling asleep. I'm falling asleep. Luke never sleeps, so...
No, I was falling asleep. I don't want to say that on air.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure to
like, comment, and subscribe.
Go check out
Nailed
our
it.
Teespring store.
Yeah,
That our link is up on the screen right now.
that merch.
Or below.
Get an awesome podcast shirt. We've got one with all of our rating system, all of our rankings. Just got a classic What the Fanboy shirt.
Yep.
Is the blue one on there?
No, I need to add the blue one.
Okay.
That's actually the classic version.
It's
This
the
is
red
the
one
new red one.
with the headphone.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
I'll probably order a couple.
yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening to us for
A long time.
a long time this week. Sorry.
I'm really excited to watch Hobbs and Shaw and review
Yeah,
Oh,
next
yeah.
week's gonna be fun. With
that
Hobbs and
movie.
Shaw.
Prediction: it's not going to be good, but I'm going to love it. I'm so excited to see another Fast and Furious movie. Oh man, I can't wait. But yeah, looking forward to that. We will see you guys next week.
We will.
Bye.
Bye bye.
See you guys.